just got off the scale. It's about 9:30. Probably the best week I've had in months in terms of my diet. Um, I guess you could say two kind of small cheat meals last week. I went to Silver Diner and I had an omelet, which I don't have any issue with, but I did have French toast, but it's only two slices. It's not like this huge serving. I had that twice last week, on Friday and on Sunday. And Sunday, that was the only meal I had. I've done three 24-hour fasts this week. So Sunday at noon to Monday at noon, Tuesday at noon to Wednesday at noon, and then yesterday, Thursday at noon. It's only 9:38, so I'm still fasting until 12 today, but three 24-hour fasts. So, very happy with this last week. So, anxious to see the results, but the one thing I will say is the discipline I showed last weekend in terms of not eating junk, I'm very proud of. So regardless of what happens, I think one of the things I really need to make sure I keep the mindset of is every week is not going to be flawless, but if I string together 8 weeks like I just had, I'd probably drop 15 pounds. And so, I need to focus on the long game. And I watched a couple videos, went back to Bricks Fitness on YouTube. He always usually puts stuff out there that kind of gets me recentered and reset. I don't want to get too focused on one week. If this isn't a great result, it doesn't matter. What I need to do is focus on consistency over long periods of time. So I want to say that because I don't want to see this number and be disappointed. But this is the cleanest week I've had in months. So regardless of what happens, I feel like if I were to do this for the next 8 weeks, I would see very strong results. But that being said, let's see what just came off of the scale. So let's go on Garmin app. Poor sleep quality. I slept on the couch last night. I didn't feel like coming upstairs because I knew I had to get up at 6 and I worked until 11. I'm probably short sleeping on the damn couch. But hello. Oh wow. So very good result. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. 263 pounds. I think it was 267 last week. So my average weight for the last week was 263.7. Body fat still just alarmingly high. And these are my 7-day averages. I'm comparing week over week though. Last Friday, I was 266.3. So I'm down 3.3 pounds this week. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Regardless of what this number said, I was going to be proud of what I did because this was a very clean week. But this is why I say, when I do the right things, specifically, if, as I said, if I did this for the next 8 weeks, I'm sure my weight would be back in the 240s. But all in all, a fantastic week. We got this little ham in the shot now because, of course, Daddy can't be on camera. But, all in all, the proof is in the pudding. A great week. Very clean. I'll probably do a separate video on this, but I kind of want to broach the topic. One of the videos I watched on Bricks Fitness this week, he said setting timelines is probably one of the most self-destructive things you can do with weight loss. And I know this. That's why it's helpful to kind of watch videos like that. And also what he said was do things that are sustainable, which I also know very well. I'm so anxious to kind of skip to the end of the movie, so to speak. And I need to invest in a process that's sustainable. One of the things I'm questioning is, should I be doing 3 24-hour fasts? Is that too much? That's something I'm going to think on this week. I may just drop to 2, especially considering I'm trying to lift 5 days a week, run 3 to 4 days a week. And, I'm typically starting my workday between 7 and 8 a.m. I started it today at 6:30 this morning because I had a 7 a.m. meeting. My team is in Europe. So, I often start early just so I can be online with them at the same time, but then I end up in meetings all day. and I can only really start to get work done at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which is why I typically work until 10. So my days are very long, and I say all that to say I'm really pushing hard on a lot of fronts. And is it too much for me to try to do 3 24-hour fasts? It just feels like I'm always fasting. I've done this in the past, but I never jumped from a period where I've had like for the last 2 months where my discipline was weak to a period of restraint. And I think I'm thinking too much of, yeah, I've done this before. I've done 3 24-hour fasts when I've set a goal and I'm getting closer and closer and I kind of want to speed things up. But I've done that in periods where I was doing 2 24-hour fasts consistently for like 2 months. And then, that felt very easy. And then I jumped to three. I've never done more than three in a week. So that's one of the things I'm thinking on. I'm coming from a period of just poor discipline. I was 252 pounds at the end of April, and I was back in the 270s at the end of May. So making some progress this month. I'm ending the month at a low. I'm down about 10 pounds for the month. I just want to do things that are sustainable, and I don't want to set myself up for failure. So, that's something I'm going to think on. I'm strongly considering just going from the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday to just Monday and Thursday. So I'll decide over the weekend. But that being said, very, very good week. I'm really happy with the progress. So let's get some momentum going. So, on to the next week. But for now, for Reed Fitness, signing off.